Hey guys, how you doing? And it being the Lord's Day of Rest and all, what do kitten-eating feminists like myself like to do? Well, actually, I wanted to just ask for your help in helping me mentally bring down the system for myself this lovely Sunday. I have long had an interest and an appreciation for works of art which attempt to clarify and bring down the system. For an example, the granddaddy of this genre is George Orwell's 1984, which is a book that I hold close to my heart. Although as a literature student, I find it hard to have much respect for the storyline or the characterization, but what is just absolutely amazing about 1984 is the concept on the theory of language and the idea of the psychology which supports the system. And then we've got our Brother in the Land, which is it's every bit as kind of crazy as it looks on the cover. It was my favourite book when I was 15 years old. It's basically concerning a boy's life after nuclear apocalypse, and the few humans that have managed to survive return to a kind of savage civilization. It's a brilliant read. And then the one that kills this is Gudrun Porswang, The Last Children, comes along and completely blows Robert Swindells out of the water. She has some fucked up post-apocalyptic vision, and she has a kind of political motivation in doing stories about nuclear apocalypse. In the end, she mentions that that in reality no one would survive a nuclear holocaust, and this is a first edition of Gudrun Porswang that I've never read because I don't want to bend the spine, but it's a very prized possession. Lord of the Flies, William Golding, a favourite of 12-year-olds. I love Lord of the Flies. I think it's a brilliant book. It concerns English schoolchildren stranded on an island who become steadily more savage, and as the civilization drips away with the need to survive. And then I was thinking in the kind of film genre, I don't know how many people have seen Equilibrium. It's a film about the future where you have to suppress emotions, and there are thought police, a kind of Orwellian thought police that take you away and incinerate you if they catch you having emotions or inspiration, or not taking your medication to suppress such. And it ends up being faintly disappointing as a film, but it's still definitely got a cool concept and worth a watch. The Matrix, of course, is the daddy of the system film. It doesn't take very much to relate that to your own world. And the zombie genre is socially informed filmmaking. It's totally underrated. And when we come to music, some of my favourite artists are Anti-System, and what immediately jumps to mind as one of my favourite bands of all time is Rage Against the Machine. What they lack in a kind of musical genius, they make up for in passion and incitement. Any band that kind of had to stop performing because their gigs were causing anti-system riots wherever they went, had a good vibe going on for me musically, and there's nothing better for me to listen to on the way into work in the morning than Rage Against the Machine inciting me to riot. So my point in all of this is I'm really into a kind of anti-system or post-apocalypse depictions, and I was wondering if anyone out there of my many intelligent and informed subscribers can recommend good books, films, music, which is anti-system for me on this grey Sunday, so that I can sit and stamp my liberal feet and be bitter about the system in which I find myself. Peace.